Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today I will present case study 2 in subject security in web application by lecturer Muhammad Fakhrazi bin Mokhtar. So we will move on to group member, which is me, of course, Muhammad HANIF bin SABRI, and my teammate is Muhammad IQBAL bin MUSA. So we are required to read and summarize the article reference as given. Both articles are about authentication and session management best practice in web application. So we got 2 articles, which is we need to answer all of the questions. For the question 1, I will present about summarize article A and find out 5 types of exploitation approach for broken authentication and session management vulnerability in article A. So first, I will summarize the article, which is the article titled Broken Authentication and Session Management Vulnerability, a case study of web application, examine the vulnerabilities related to broken authentication and session management in web application. First, we got introduction to vulnerabilities. The article informs readers about authentication and session management in web application. It stresses the risk involved in broken authentication, which will give away unauthorized access and identity theft. Next, we got research methodology. The author conducted a manual methodology of penetration testing or a double-blind testing strategy for analyzing the vulnerabilities that exist in the public and private sector web application. Third, we got findings. Among the accessed websites, 56% were found to be vulnerable to broken authentication and session management issue. There are 5 types of exploitation technique identified as follow. First, we got session misconfiguration attack. Second, we got cracking or guessing with password. Third, we have exploiting authentication problem. Next, we got decoding inadequate encryption. Last, we got exploitation through other vulnerabilities. And next, we have sector and domain analysis. The research categorized the finding by sector, public versus private, and domain. Education institution, e-commerce, medical institution, online portal, and government website, revealing that public sector websites were more prone to vulnerabilities. Last, we have prevention techniques from the article. The article concludes by suggesting several prevention techniques to mitigate these vulnerabilities, including proper session ID management, session expiration policies, and implementing strong password policies. So we will move on to the next in question 1, which is find out 5 types of exploitation approach for broken authentication and session management vulnerabilities in article A. So based on my finding, I have 5 types of exploitation. First, we have session misconfiguration attack. For the description, this was one of the most common exploits, particularly affecting educational institutions with 45.5% and government sites 37.3%. It involves taking advantage of improperly configured session setting. Next, what I found is cracking or guessing with password. This exploitation technique most heavily affect educational institution, same with 45.5%, and government website with 33 and 3%. It involves breaking into account by cracking or guessing with password. Third, we have exploiting authentication problem. This affected government site the most, 40.7%, followed by educational site, 29.6%. It involves taking advantage of flaw in the authentication system. Next, we have decoding inadequate encryption. This affected government site 33.3%, the most, while other domains were affected equally at 19.7%. It involved breaking weak or inadequate encryption implementation. Last, what I found is exploitation through other vulnerabilities. This primarily affected government site with 38.9% and medical institution with 27.8%. This category include various other vulnerabilities exploit not covered by the various category. That's all from me. The next question I will pass to Iqbal Musa, which is will present the question 2 and the article B. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanif. For question number 3, summarize article B. And for question number 4, you need to find out the 5 best practices on web application from article B and explain in terms of preventive measures to secure the web application. From article B, we can summarize the introduction of web vulnerabilities. It is to highlight how web applications are prone to errors and vulnerabilities that can be exploited by attackers, emphasizing the need for security measures to protect sensitive information. For the type of attacks, there are a lot of them we can get from the article B, which brute force attack, replay attacks, session spotting, and many more. Meanwhile, for preventative measures, the authors propose several strategies to secure web application against this attack, such as using secure socket layer for secure data transmission, implementing automatic session expiration after inactivity, avoiding visibility of session identifiers, providing secure logout potentially to invalidate session server side, and using store encryption for all communication. So lastly, for the conclusion, the article concludes that with the increasing reliance on web application in various sectors, including banking and healthcare, it is crucial for developers to adapt secure coding practices and to mitigate the risk associated associated with authentication and session management vulnerability. So for the last question is question number 4. The first one from the 5 practices is using secure socket layer. All credentials must be securely stored using hashing or encryption to prevent unauthorized access. The second one is expired session after inactivity. This forces an automatic logout after a short period of activity. The timeout should be as short as reasonably possible. This way, an abandoned session will only be live for a short duration and thus will reduce the chance that a malfactor has happened upon an active session. So for the next one is do not make session identifier very well. This is a major problem with the get method for session identifier propagation. Get the variables are always present in the path string of the browser. The fourth one is provide secure logout. Provide the users with a logout button that will inactive their session. Perform the logout operation such that the server state will inactive the session as opposed to relying on the client to delete session information. And for the last one is use secure encryption on all transmission failure. Failure to encrypt the session identifier will render the online system almost completely insecure. It is a trivial exercise to intercept and observe communication with an NIC in Prometheus Mode 4. Conversely, this is a non-issue for encrypted data since the data is rendered unreadable. So that's all from us. Thank you.